Welcome to Cascadia Coast News. So, the other day I did a video on Jay Jones, the one of the people running for Attorney General in the state of Virginia. So, I did some more digging, and it seems that the Democrats are actually backing this guy, and the things that this man said, that Republican House Speaker Todd Gibbons needs to be shot in the head twice, and that his children need to die in their mother's arms, it's just appalling. I mean, I cannot even believe that is coming out of anybody's mouths that are running for office, any sort of government office, especially. And this guy's a lawyer already. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And this man, I'm gonna keep on calling him this man because he's disgusting. He pretty much he apologized, but he pretty much doubled down on it. And I get that he says that he was joking around. It was a joke. I mean, who the fuck jokes about stuff like that? I mean, give me a break, dude. So you're going to joke about killing political opponents, shooting them in the head, comparing them to Pol Pot and Hitler? I mean, give me a break. He's far from it. How can you say that this dude's Pol Pot or fucking Hitler when he's not even remotely in the same league? He ain't rounding political dissidents up and having them killed now, is he? I don't get it, man. And how Democrats can back a candidate for the first highest office besides governor of a state is beyond me, because Attorney General is the highest law officer that can be in a state besides the governor. So how much political sway will Jay Jones have if he's elected? Let that sink in. A man who admitted that these texts are true. I mean, people really, really need to take a step back. And I'm talking about to you, Democrats. Y'all need to just take a step back and really just, you need to be careful who you are endorsing, is what I'm saying. You can't endorse somebody who is this crazy in the head, because obviously the Jay Jones is crazy in the head. There's something wrong with him. He needs a mental evaluation, and he needs to step down from any public office at all. So I'm going to read this article to you, but this proves that the Democrats are still backing him. Why they are saying that this speech is appalling and that they are condemning it. They are not telling him that he needs to step down. So I'm going to read this to you. This is from Virginia Mercury news station. Beyond disqualifying, Jay Jones controversy jolts Virginia's pivotal 2025 elections. The Democratic Attorney General's nominee 2022 text about 2 bullets to the head spark bipartisan condemnation, GOP attack ads, and Trump intervention on behalf of Jason Myers, which I believe that Jason Myers is the acting Attorney General right now, and he's running for re-election. What began as a quiet October Friday in Virginia politics erupted into a full-blown national scandal when screenshots of a private 3-year-old text messages showing Democratic Attorney General nominee Jay Jones fantasizing about shooting then House Speaker Todd Gilbert and his children were made public. The National Review story revealed on August 2022 exchange between Jones, a former Norfolk delegate and one-time Assistant Attorney General, and Delegate Kerry Coyner, a Republican from Chesterfield. In the text, Jones described a scenario in which Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head, followed by a wish that Republican lawmakers' children die in their mother's arms. This is just filthy behavior. I mean, dude, you don't even have to be a lawmaker for this to be wrong, dude. Anybody who's saying such a thing, it's wrong. Even common folk like us. The messages sent shortly after Gilbert offered public condolences over the death of retired Democratic Delegate Joe Johnson of Washington County stunned political circles across Virginia and beyond. Coyner confirmed the authenticity of the exchange in a statement Friday evening, calling the remarks disgusting and unbecoming of any public official. And that is so true. On August 8th, 2022, I had a text conversation with Jay Jones, Coyner said. What he said was not just disturbing, but disqualifying for anyone who wants to seek public office. Jay Jones wished violence on the children of a colleague and joked about shooting Todd Gilbert. In a statement Friday evening, Jones admitted sending the messages and said he takes full responsibility for his actions. He apologized directly to Todd Gilbert and his family and vowed to work to regain Virginians' trust. I understand that people say things that they don't mean, but this is the whole point of taking a step back and really thinking through the things that you say. I personally don't think this man was actually joking. I think that this is his actual thinking. And he does not need to be anywhere near a public office, especially the office of the Attorney General, because he's going to be trying, bringing cases on criminals, and, he's just not, his thinking it's not critical enough for such an office, is what I'm saying. Republicans seize on the scandal. The revelation instantly reshaped a statewide race that had already been fiercely contested. I wonder why. After initially declining to comment, Attorney General Jason Myers, the Republican incumbent, condemned his opponent during an impromptu news conference in Richmond Saturday afternoon. The Attorney General is the chief law enforcement officer of Virginia, Myers said. It must be done with character and integrity, and I agree. You need to have the utmost integrity and character to be an Attorney General. Jay Jones has proven he is reckless, biased, and willing to trade away his integrity. This conduct is disqualifying. He's so full of Trump derangement syndrome, it's ridiculous. And a lot of these Democrats are. And it's, I don't condemn Democrats, but I do condemn Democrats that are violent extremists and wishing death upon political opponents and their children. It's freaking disturbing, and it should not be happening. And if these people don't step back and take a look at who they're endorsing, they're going to cause a civil war, which I think we are in the very beginning stages of. Mark my words, if this keeps going, we will be in a full-blown civil war by this coming up summer. Myers added that he had sat with crying victims of violent crime as a prosecutor and called Jones's comments the kind of darkness that disqualifies anyone from holding public office. Governor Glenn Youngkin echoed that sentiment in a post from X, calling the messages violent, disgusting rhetoric. There's that word again. I told you that they're going to be really, really pushing the rhetoric and the political violence so they can pass more laws. targeted at an elected official and his children. Jay Jones said that Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head and then hoped his children would die. Youngkin wrote, There is no gosh, I'm sorry here. Jones doesn't have the morality or character and needs to drop out of the race. Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears, now the Republican nominee for governor, went further, attempting to tie the controversy to her Democratic opponent's former Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger. Jay Jones is the poster child for the Democratic establishment, and he fantasizes about murdering little children. Fantasizing about murdered little children laying lifeless in their mother's arms, Earl Sears said in a statement. My opponent, Abigail Spanberger, urges her supporters to fill her hearts with violent hate. Let your rage fuel you, she says. Words have meaning. They do. They really do. Earl Sears' campaign released a new television ad Sunday morning repeating these claims, even though the Spanberger's 2024 rage quote came in the context of urging voter turnout, not violence. And I'm going to let y'all go read the rest of this, but I don't think such a person should even be running for office. I might do another part on this later on today, but I'm outside and there's just too much traffic and I'm going to have to let go. So if you like these videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying hard to build a news channel that people deserved. Mainstream media is not doing their job and they're biased. And I think you all deserve better than that. You guys deserve the best. And this Cascadia Coast News signing out. Y'all have a good day.